game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm caked up. The game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm caked up.
Cause I be getting mine, getting it. So I keep it cool now, try to take mine. You want it, I'm giving it. I ain't playing, nigga, cause babe bought me a Luger. Red beam on it, I never miss a medulla. Turn it in a stone without Medusa. White 650 and I'm riding with a cougar. Young Gates, I run base, G-Dub, A-Rod. Stop rap, get a day job, you dudes bond, I won't change up. Still
Hey y'all, what we doing, y'all? Happy Monday. Shout out to my brother on the track, Young Ace. The game changed up. Shout out to everybody right now. Hey y'all.
So the game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm caked up. The game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm caked up.
Cause I be getting mine, getting it. So I keep it cool now, try to take mine. You want it, I'm giving it. I ain't playing, nigga, cause babe bought me a Luger. Red beam on it, I never miss a medulla. Turn it in a stone without Medusa. White 650 and I'm riding with a cougar. Young Gates, I run base, G-Dub, A-Rod. Stop rap, get a day job, you dudes bond, I won't change up. Still the same, but I got my cake up. You niggas couldn't go get a shape up. 80 put that trap in me, picking that weight up. Then them haters started hating, I'm fucking they main sluts. I'm stuck in the main truck, cracking them bricks down and scraping the plate up. Quarters from my town, I'm busting the place up. Fucking you all down, try getting me cased up. Homie, shit'll get sprayed up.
Hey y'all, welcome guys.
Thank God every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm caked up. The game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up.
Don't worry, friends, I'm gonna come up in a few minutes.
Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm caked up.
I never change, I'm the same Z. Still hustle hard, still around where the king be. Still going hard with the ball till the game. I deserve a spot off the bench, don't reserve me. A little boy, a little girl like the bird be. Yeah, I'm serving it. 2 blocks, 4 shits burning it. Getting mine off. Niggas ain't thinking about time off. Get the lines crossed, I'm taking your mind off. And taking your mom off. And taking your pops too. I'm shooting for crime boss, they sending the cops in. What the fuck am I gonna do, nigga? Bills on top of that, all the shit that I'm going through. It's real, nigga, no budget for Young Gates. No deal on the table, no label in my face. Grinding till they give me a new space. But till then I'm moving this 10 weight.
Alright, welcome guys. Don't worry, I'm gonna cam up in a few minutes. Just trying to take care of some things. Thank you for being here. I'll be camming up in a few minutes. Thank you, friends. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hope everyone is having a happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday, friends. We're here. Welcome to Life Revolution.
So the game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm caked up. The game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting like my birthday, you know I'm caked up.
Cause I be getting mine, getting it. So I keep cool now, try to take mine. You want it, I'm giving it. I ain't playing, nigga, cause babe bought me a Luger. Red beam on it, I never miss a medulla. Turn it in a stone without Medusa. White 650 and I'm riding with a cougar. Young Gates, I run base, G-Dub, A-Rod. Stop rap, get a day job. job, you dudes bald, I won't change up. Still the same, but I got my cake up. You niggas couldn't go get a shape up. 80 put that trap in me, picking that weight up. Then them haters started hating, I'm fucking they main sluts. I'm stuck in the main truck, cracking them bricks down and scraping the plate up. Quarters from my town, I'm busting the place up. Fucking you all down, try getting me cased up. Homie, shit'll get sprayed up.
And I ain't change up, thank God. Every day I wake up, yeah, I'm on my grind. Every day I wake up, getting money like my birthday. You know I'm changed up, the game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up, yeah, I'm on my grind. Every day I wake up, getting money like my birthday. You know I'm changed up.
I never changed, I'm the same Z. Still hustle hard, still around where the king be. Still going hard with the ball, still a game C. I deserve a spot, fuck the bench, don't reserve me. A little boy, a little girl like a perv B. Yeah, I'm serving it. 2 blocks, 4 shits burning. Getting mine on. Niggas ain't thinking about time more. Get the lines crossed, I'm taking your mind off. And taking your mom off. And taking your pops too. I'm shooting for crime boss, they sending the cops through. What the fuck am I gonna do? Bills on top of that, all the shit that I'm going through. It's real, nigga, no budget for young gays. No deal on the table, no label in my face. Grinding till they give me a new space. But till then I'm moving this 10 weight.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to the live. Friends, thank y'all for being here. I'm sorry. I need a few more minutes, friends. I promise you I'm going to cam up. But I just got home from work. You know how it is. We got stuff to handle. It's Monday. Bear with me, friends. Shout out to all my divine ones on the check-in. Y'all know what it is. It's the life revolution, friends. Thank you for being with me. I promise, friends, a few minutes. I'll cam up. And you're all mine. You're all mine. But I need a few more minutes, friends. Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody on the live. This is New Life Revolution. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday.
Thank God every day I wake up. Yeah, I'm on my grind. Every day I wake up, getting money like my birthday. You know I'm changed up.
Cause I be getting mine, getting it. So I keep a cool 9, try to take mine. You want it, I'm giving it. I ain't playing, nigga, cause babe bought me a Luger. Red beam on it, I never miss a medulla. Turn it in a stone without Medusa. White 650 and I'm riding with a cougar. See my Gates, I run base, G'd up, A-Rod. Stop rap, get a day job, you dudes bald, I won't change up. Still the same, but I got my cake up. You niggas couldn't go get a shape up. 80 put that trap in me, picking that weight up. Then them haters started hating, I'm fucking they main sluts. I'm stuck in their main truck, cracking them bricks down and scraping the plate up. Quarters from my town, I'm busting the place up. Fucking you all down, try getting me cased up. Homie, shit'll get sprayed.
Change up, and I ain't change up, thank God every day I wake up. Yeah, I'm on my grind. Every day I wake up, getting money like my birthday. You know I'm changed up, the game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. Yeah, I'm on my grind. Every day I wake up, getting money like my birthday. You know I'm changed up.
I never change, I'm the same G. Still hustle hard, still around where the king be. Still going hard with the ball, still a game C. I deserve a spot, fuck the bench, don't reserve me. A little boy, a little girl like a perv B. Yeah, I'm serving it. 2 blocks, 4 shits burning. Getting mine on. Niggas ain't thinking about time more. Get the lines crossed, I'm taking your mind off. And taking your mom off. And taking your pops too. I'm shooting for crime boss, they sending the cops through. What the fuck am I gonna do? Bills on top of that, all the shit that I'm going through. It's real, nigga, no budget for young gays. No deal on the table, no label in my face. Grinding till they give me a new space. But till then I'm moving this 10 weight. In and out of the damn state, nigga.
Ain't changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind. Every day I wake up, getting money like my birthday. You know I'm changed up. The game changed up, and I ain't changed up.
About 5 minutes
God
more,
every
give
day
it
I
take,
wake
friends.
up. Me,
And
I'm
I'm
on my
going
grind.
to
Every day I wake up, getting money
I
like my
mean, I'm
birthday.
only
You
a
know
woman
I'm
of my
changed
word,
up.
right? I mean, a person is only as good as their word, right? And so, friends, give me about another 5 to 7 minutes, and I'm yours. And I'm yours. So go and get a little bevy. Go, if you smoke, go and get your little paper. If you drink, go get a beer or a glass of wine. If you're a foodie, go get you a snack. And yeah. Shout out to the rapper, my brother, Young Ace. That was him on the record. And so, I don't have copyrights for any major artist, but this is my brother, Young Ace. Shout out to Brett Stein, Brooklyn. And so, I'm going to play all his music. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. All right, thank you for being here. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody, no friends. Yeah, I'll be back, friends. I'm on my way, friends. Give me about 7 minutes, I'll be with you. All right, friends? 7 to 9 minutes. I promise.
Honoring fakes, you niggas been weird. I've been in it, I've been sinning, I've been winning.
Happy Monday to everybody on the line. Welcome, this is the Life Revolution. Shout out to everybody on the line. Y'all already know. Happy Monday, happy Monday.
Little niggas is comical.
Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Monday's something fun. We're alive, we're breathing. You know, life is good.
I hate
Shout out to everybody on the chat.
You can taste that shots, but no bartending.
Shout out to my brother, Young Ace, on the track.
And you can face that. No bust down. I'm from a block where the ops don't come round. I'll serve your mom if she come around. All for $1, nigga. Pedal white product, nigga. In these red bottoms, nigga. I'm in the game, no EA. So they keep this flame on replay. And ain't no lame shit in me. All they know is get me. Now it's only me, myself. Listen, and these bitches, hot bars, nigga, dope beats. Hot rhymes, hot 9, nigga, don't sleep. Don't ask K Slate. Oh, but forever I'm NA. A Glock or a glass of Henny. For C-Rock and YG and Buck Rube. Sick Dog and YG.
Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody on the
line. Play my shit, you gon' get the street. Hold up. Niggas saying I ain't hungry. Did I get the eat? He passed me a plate cause I ain't get a seat. I had to creep. Mask on, I had to cheat. Get you mashed on if I ain't having sleep. Cause my ribs is touching. And you the plug, got the sack in the crib in front of you. And thinking that he 2G. I branched out cause these little niggas coochie. I don't feel you niggas, you wins low. So get it, your wins low. Get you in the field, I'm letting the steel go. And I'ma give it all, it's more than a sample. I ain't talking about no rap when I'm making it camp low, nigga. Yeah, high society shit. Keep these flows like my hoes, some variety shit. And your little rap career, I body the shit. They don't scout when you G, I'm a lottery pick, nigga. 10,000 hours.
Shout out to Young Ace, that's my blood brother. Same mom, same dad. Yeah, shout out to him on the track. Yeah, shout out to Young Ace. Big Bed-Stuy, Big Brooklyn, Nostrand Avenue, Gates, Putnam, Madison, Quincy, Macon, Halsey is Big Bed-Stuy energy. Yeah. Shout out to everybody on the chat. Friends, give me about 7 minutes. I promise. I'm with you, friends. I'm with you. We're here.
Yeah, what, yeah, what, okay, hey, I got Brooklyn, what up, see, Nostrand, what up, yo, I told her, bitch, I'm back, but I ain't leave, I've been here, you ain't been here, you been scared, I'm the one with the bars, these niggas been feared, honoring fakes, you niggas been weird, I've been in it, I've been sinning, I've been winning, been riding with homie, that was forbidden, for spinning, warming them, forewarning, if rap, give me the word, I'm all gone, your little niggas is comical. You're corny, I'm seeing just what you're trying to do. And the truth is that all I see is a lie on you. Ain't no starch when I steam it, nigga, and iron you. Ace this and ace that, I hate that. Frank stand, you're invited. You can taste that, shots that. No bartending and you can face that. My 6 days smoking and you can face that. No bust down. I'm from a block where the ops don't come round. I'll serve your mom if she come around. All for $1, nigga. Pedal white product, nigga. In these red bottoms, nigga. I'm in the game, no EA. So they keep this flame on replay. And ain't no lame shit in me. All they know is give me. Now it's
5
only me,
minutes. What
myself.
time is it? I
Listen,
don't
and
even know
these
the time,
bitches,
friends.
hot bars, nigga, dope beats, hot rhymes, hot
All right,
nine,
friends.
nigga, don't sleep,
By
don't
7:30, I'm turning my
but
camera
forever
on,
I'm
regardless.
N.A. A
Thank you
Glock,
for
gold
being
glass of
here.
Henny, for
7:30, the
C-Rock,
camera going
YG,
on.
and Buck
I gotta stop what I'm doing. I'm trying to troubleshoot some stuff. I'm trying to repair some
thinking that
stuff.
shit is sweet,
And
play
so,
my shit, you
you know,
gon' get the
I want
street,
to
hold
connect
up.
with you,
Niggas
friends.
saying
So
I ain't
I'm
hungry,
gonna put.
did I get the
I gotta put it off
He passed me a plate,
because
cause I ain't get
I'm
a
not
seat, I
gonna
had a
get it
seat.
done
Mask
and
on,
be
I
able
had
to
to cheat,
cam up
had
for
to
you,
cheat.
friends.
Get you
You know,
mashed on if
maybe
I
I
ain't
can
had a
cam up
sleep.
for a little
Cause
bit
my ribs
and
is
then
touching.
cam back down.
And
Like
you the
I
plug,
don't know.
got the
We
sack
gotta
in the
work
crib in
something
front
out.
of you.
All right,
Thinking
friends.
that he 2G. I branched
Yeah,
out cause
we're
these
gonna
little
work
niggas
something out.
coochie. I
All
don't
right.
feel you niggas, you wins low.
I give
So
you
give it
guys
your
a half
wins low.
hour, and then
You in
the
the
next
field,
half
I'm
hour,
letting the steel
I
go.
gotta
I'ma
cam
give it
down
all,
and
it's more
I
than a
gotta finish
sample.
getting
I'm talking
to my
about no rap
task.
when I'm making it camp low, nigga. Get that? Yeah, high society shit. Keep these flows like my hoes some variety shit. And your little
But
rap
about
career,
5
I
minutes,
body
friends.
the shit.
Like I
They
said, by
gon' see out when
7:30,
you
I got it.
G.
I'm
I'm a
gonna cam
lottery
on.
pick,
7:30, I'm
nigga.
gonna cam on.
10,000 hours.
So, you know, I hate to leave, you know, something undone, unfinished. That's not who I am. Actually, it's irking me. So I probably won't even be able to concentrate and give all the content that I want because I have this lingering task in the back of my mind. And so at the end of the day, it is what it is, friends. I mean, you guys and gals deserve, you know, for me to engage. And so thank you for being patient. And by 7:30, I got to turn the camera on, win, lose, or fucking draw. Excuse my language. All right, period. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah.
Yo, E, keep
And
running them up,
that's how you know it's official with me. You understand? Because I don't know you friends, like, you know, I mean, but I'm willing to put something aside because I feel like what I got to share is something that, you know, it's important. So I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Yeah. Why these niggas hating and I'm just trying to do me. This paper's what I'm
Shout out to
chasing. My
everybody on the
only
live.
friend is
Happy
you.
Monday.
And they
Happy
ride till
Monday,
I
guys.
die. I'm
Happy
riding
Monday,
like I'm
gals.
Swirsky. My OGs, they
Welcome,
gon'
welcome,
cry pies. They
everyone.
powder rockin' pearly.
Hope
Bitch,
you're
I'm hot
having a
and
good
y'all late.
Monday.
Exec been told me.
This
You
is New
can call
Life
me Mouse
Revolution,
Ball.
and
See just how I
stay
OD
tuned.
the whole key. What I break down. Go hard
I'll
here,
be
no fakes
camming up
round.
at
Stacking bread, got
7:30,
me
and
kicking
it
down.
is what it
That's
is.
a bitch will I take
Thank
it
you for
down.
being here.
Only way I'm bold. You would think that I start pro, but I'm just blowing paper.
Shout out to
I'm
my
shining,
brother,
got that
Young
hard
Ace,
flow.
on the
Shining
track.
on them hard though. This song they got that hard flow.
Yeah,
Young
the
Ace, I got them
whole,
bars
every
though.
music
Heavy
you
them
hear
got bumpers,
on my
drop slow.
live,
Slower than
it's
the
gonna
snail
be my
is. About
brother.
my green like
And
trail
once I
lips. I
calm
want my
down,
cocoa
obviously
pale
the
lips.
music
Don't
gonna
eye my
stop,
drug, I
and
scare
we're
lip.
gonna
Now
talk
got
about
to them
some things.
fresh, I got them clean clothes.
Thank
Sour
you
on
guys
some
and gals for being here.
you don't feel
Thank
hope.
you, thank you.
People say this, people say that. I remain me, they can change that.
Yeah.
Just a paper,
Shout out to Brooklyn. It's my hometown.
does me make them hate that. Brooklyn, that's my birthplace.
Yeah,
New York, yeah, I
Brooklyn's my
rep that.
birthplace.
Brooklyn, that's my birthplace. New York, yeah, I rep
New York, I rep that. Yeah. But I mean, I live in another state now, so it doesn't matter.
On you fuck boys, that chopper, that's my new toy.
Shout out
Just read, I got
to the
some new
whole New
boy. I'm
York,
fresher
the
than the
whole New
school boy.
Jersey, the whole
Class on this
Connecticut,
first day, I hope this
PA,
like
the
don't
whole
hurt me.
tri-state.
All is green like
Yeah.
Earth Day.
Shout out
You
to
broke
everybody
niggas
in
hurt
LA,
me.
Chicago,
Pictures all on my
Atlanta,
back. Get up on my
Texas,
dick, girl. Like that, that's
yeah.
express you. Drive and suck my dick, girl. Don't press me to come check me.
You know,
Slide through in that
DC,
sexy. If I'm
New
sexy and don't stress
Hampshire,
me,
big
get
shout out to
dressy.
New
But don't text me, cause I'm
Hampshire.
back
I
to
mean,
doing
Boston,
numbers. You
it
would
don't
think I'm the
matter.
lotto.
You know,
I don't do the
New
drinks, girl.
Orleans,
I go by the
yeah.
bottle. I can't be your man, ho. I just need a
Jacksonville,
motto.
Mississippi,
Back to chasing
Jacksonville,
bands, ho.
Florida.
No bus
Yeah.
tomorrow. Sorry, I'm so vulgar. I'm just being real, though. Talking all that tough shit. That's gonna get you killed, yo. Doing fuck shit with fuck niggas. Hate shit with them hate niggas. That's why I'm running around with my 8 niggas. Still running around with the same 8 niggas. It ain't a game I play. People say this, people say that.
Happy Monday, happy Monday, friends. Mondays are the work. They are the work. But look, we made it.
Brooklyn, that's my birthplace.
The day is almost over. We made
That's
it.
my birthplace.
We're still standing. Shout out to us. Yeah, shout out to everybody that made it through Monday, which is the toughest day of the week for every working professional, right? Mondays suck. But shout out to everybody that made it through Monday. You didn't call out, you know. Even if you got there late, you still got to work, you know. And you know, you grin and bear it. It is what it is. Yeah. Shout out to everybody on the live.
You hear me?
Yeah. Y'all know what's going on. It's New Life Revolution. Yeah. Shout out to everybody, you know. Had to get up out their bed this morning.
It's like,
whether you had to beg till a barber to get to that job. And the job could have had some little assholes, a douchebag supervisor. But look, you gotta do what you gotta do. Respectfully.
Y'all, prophecy my first and y'all lame like my pain. Just really wasn't enough. Like my flame propane wasn't enough.
Listen to the track, y'all.
Pop name recording and stuff, right? So I'm back to recording the cuts. This is part 2. From hopeless to focus.
From hopeless to focus.
Or a new start down a little too
How many of my friends, we going from hopeless to focus?
Got the audacity. Spitting that blasphemy, that's trash to me. I'm in the field, one still, no mask for me. And I'm still black flag and stop asking about Maine. I trap still and got cane. Sunday just rain the door, bring a migraine. The front line I got goons. This nigga Maine made $1 million off of iTunes, nigga.
He the have-nots. He the have-nots. Shout out to all of the have-nots on the line. Yeah. For the right amount. He gon' shine, diamond in that rough, yeah. We still the have-nots, of course. You just, I relate to being a have-not, yeah.
My mom's passed and swayed
and I got
so a nigga back crying again.
Yeah, I'm
no
still the
lying, sick of that trying again. But I can hear Sway saying
but I'm an enlightened have-not.
My life, no buzz on the coke price, no plug for the dope life. You can't stay afloat, right? It's hot on the cold nights. I'm going through it. I'm you. So I came up with these songs for you to grind to and get your grind right. Shine on. I'm like, how could they go left? I thought they had their mind right. I roll one fuck stress, cause that's a waste of time. Like Kev told me I'ma shine bright like
about,
with a good cut.
Shout out to everybody on the live.
Good luck. Thinking I'ma give up. Rap don't look up. It's back to the track with the cook up.
Shout out to everybody on the live. You see my pain, you see my struggle. Yeah. Tell me I don't hustle though. Day and night. Yeah, we all hustle. Yeah, it's a hustle. Yeah, it's a hustle. Don't think that, you know, at some point in life I thought, oh my God, if it's hustling, then that means, you know, it's something illegal. Oh no, ma'am. Oh, sir, I've been surely, yeah. I've surely, you know, been misled. At the end of the day, a hustle, understand, and in my opinion, I didn't look it up Webster's. I didn't look it up in like some Ebonics dictionary. No, I'm just thinking using my, you know, my higher critical thinking faculties. Yeah, that when you talk about a hustle, it's a pursuit of something. And so it doesn't, I mean, people can hustle for illegal purposes and people can hustle for legal purposes. So, you know, when people say hustling, I think it has a negative connotation attached to it. And so now that I'm awakened, now that I'm a part of divine consciousness, I know that hustling, when somebody said, oh, that's a hustler. No, it doesn't necessarily mean this person is out there doing illegal activities, selling drugs, stealing, or anything like that. No, a hustle is a 9 to 5 because a hustle is something that you pursue in spite of the odds or in spite of the circumstances. You hustle. That means you sacrifice. That means you put forth thought and effort into achieving something, or at least you trying to strive for something, you know. And even if you're hustling on a basic level to get food for yourself, listen, it is what it is. That's a hustle. You understand? And I mean, unfortunately, you know, when we look at our homeless population, people that beg, you know, and I mean, we can discern, friends. I mean, I I would like to think that the majority of my friends on here, we're operating out of some type of consciousness. It doesn't necessarily have to be higher, but let's just say we're operating on all four cylinders. And so we see homeless people day to day. Well, I don't know, depending on who you are. I mean, for all I know, I doubt that, like, Laura Sanchez Bezos is watching, okay? I doubt that, Bill and Melinda's kids are watching. So, I don't know. DT not watching, no. So, at the end of the day, does it matter? No. But does it matter? Yes. And it does. And so when you think about the population, when you think about how we see ourselves, how society sees us, and I would say our lack of higher consciousness. The fact of the matter that we're so one-dimensional. That's what gets me, friends. Hi, friend, welcome. But that's what gets me. But enough. I'm gonna go into the content because time is upon me. But so what I'm bringing today, friends, I came across something which is kind of some old work for me, more or less. But I thought that it was something that was important and something that I feel like many of us, whether we know it or not, or whether it's our first time being introduced, I think that it's something that's worth, further investigation. I think that it's worth us kind of, taking it seriously. I think it's like above the fray. Anyway, I'm going to tell you the topic. So, I don't know if any of you have heard of this, but maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But the shadow self. Okay. And so I just felt it necessary to come and talk about the shadow self today, friends, because like this is New Life Revolution. And I feel like there's so much to encompass on my platform. And a lot of it has to do with internal and, the self. But a lot of it has to do with government and external forces and politics, politics and so on and so forth. And so I feel like, well, you can't do one without the other. And so I feel like in addition to that, it's important for us to know who we are. If we don't have a strong grasp of who we are as individuals, we don't have a concept of individuation, self-awareness, the shadow self in essence. Because before you can get to self-awareness and individuation, you have to be able to understand the shadow self. And so the shadow self, friends, because before we can learn about the world outside of ourselves, we got to learn about the world that's within, which is who we are. You understand? And that's just like, I don't know. I might be a fool. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I've taken notes. So I've done some research. And so you can see these are just notes. And you can go personally. And so I want to let you know, it's not like, I copied or written, an article down word for word or something like that. No. The shadow self, initially a theory and a philosophy by Carl Jung, Swiss psychologist, okay? The father that they call the father of psychology, okay, Carl Jung, he came up with this theory, the shadow self. and then years and years and decades and centuries, whatever after, there's been studies done, so you can go and find this information for yourself. But I thought that it was so crucial and so paramount in terms of us being real divine souls, understanding who we are. And because you're on my channel, remember friends, this is New Life Raw Evolution. And so we ask the questions. We pique the interest. We want to peel back and uncover the ancient knowledge and wisdom under the veil. This is what we are about, okay? We reject the matrix. We're anti-government. We're anti-establishment. And so this is what it is. And so, I mean, I hope that, and I don't have to hope. I know that there's many friends out there that will connect to this message. And there's many friends out there that may connect, but they may not want to come forward. And it's okay. It's okay. But anyway, like I was saying, the shadow self, you can go and do your own research. There's been psychologists upon psychologists upon psychologists where you can go and type in, you can look up scholarly journals, you can go to the library, you can go and do your own due diligence in terms of this topic. It is quite broad, it is quite profound, and it is quite fascinating. And so I introduce to you the shadow self. All right. And so me personally, I looked at several articles, okay, several periodicals. Aside from articles, I looked in books and I read scholarly journals, and I have a lot of, I have a lot of information, but I condensed it, and, I can cite all my sources. But anyway, I'm thinking about going for my doctorate, but I'm not. So it ain't that deep. But anyway. All right, friends. So let's get to it. Without further ado, because no one's on the live, but the live is going on, and so it's going to be recorded, and so whatever. All right, friends. So the shadow self. Imagine for a moment that everything you struggle with, every fear, every self-doubt, isn't a mere obstacle to overcome, but a map leading you to your true potential. Think about it. Think about it. What if the key to understanding who you are and what you're meant to do lies in the very parts of yourself that you've tried to ignore, suppress, or deny. On this live, this short live, we will explore one of the most transformative concepts in the realm of psychology and philosophy. So this is the most biggest thing in psychology and philosophy. Carl Jung's the shadow self. That's his theory. All right. And so the shadow self is not about a theory on abstract ideas. It's about covering profound truths that can shape our lives. By the end of the journey, in terms of when we really do that shadow work, at the end of that journey, we'll not only understand our shadow, but we'll also discover how it holds the secret to our purpose, potential, and our freedom. So our shadow selves holds the key to our purpose, our freedom, and our potential, literally. And so this is why it's so important, friends, to look into the shadow self. The parts of ourself that we suppress, the parts of ourselves that we are unhappy with, our tempers, our over attachments, our obsessions, okay? Anything that you are ashamed of in your life, or anything that you feel, you know, you have to second guess and third guess, those are all relegated to your shadow self, okay? Carl Jung, a pioneer of depth psychology, believed that the shadow is the unconscious part of ourselves that we reject or disown. So this is the shadow self. We reject our shadow selves. We disown our shadow selves. If you are a woman, okay, and you tend to, you know, maybe go out, get drunk, maybe have one-night stands, or what have you, this may be a part of yourself that you may be ashamed of. If you are a man that, you know, you find yourself having to maybe at your job, you stealing, you know, because you're feeling like, you know, you are unhappy with what you're making. Some sick part of you feel like, you know, you're doing more and you should be given more. And again, it's all a part of your shadow self in terms of not, you know, your needs not being met, a part of some trauma, some neglect, some maltreatment, etc. And so you may be someone, you know, and so it varies. But ultimately, Carl Jung says it's the unconscious part of ourselves that we reject or disown. It consists of all of the traits, desires, and aspects of our personality that we consider unacceptable or shameful. Yet paradoxically, this very thing, this very shadow, contains the seeds of our greatest strengths and the blueprint for fulfilling life. Oh my God. Let's go back to that, friends. The same parts of ourselves, of our personalities, that we consider unacceptable, shameful, yet paradoxically, on the flip side of that, it's those very things that we want to hold in the darkness, that we don't want nobody to know. Those are the things that contains the seeds for our best growth and for our fulfilling life. And this is what it is. So in essence, friends, and I mean, I'm gonna cut this video off. It has to be a part 2. But part 1, this is the shadow self. What do you do with the information, the data, you know, the experiences that you have in your life as it pertains to parts of yourself that you're not happy with, parts of yourself that you find to be shameful, parts of yourself that you are regretful? You are not the shame. You are not the regret. You are not the mistake. It happened. Even if in theory, in essence, you caused it, you're not it. It happened. It was supposed to happen. And now, what is the lesson that you are learning? And so that's what the universe looks at, believe it or not. Because at the end of the day, we will all be thrown all types of obstacles. And it's not about, oh, who wins, who loses. No. Well, in essence, who wins is the one that keeps a cool head and is able to overcome. The one that loses is the one that becomes irate, the one that is over emotional, and the one that is quick to just yeah. And so again, dealing with the shadow self, you may be a person that's just so quick to ignite. You're so quick to flip your switch. And that might be a part of yourself that you're ashamed of, that you don't want, that you wish you weren't like. I get it, but that's a part of your shadow self. And therein, what studies show and what the data shows is that that very shadow part of you contains the seeds of your greatest strengths and a blueprint for your fulfilling life. So my thing is, if you're a hothead, right, most likely I'm just going off of sheer discernment, off of sheer energy. It's probably, you'll probably benefit for having some type of service, some type of business, or being employed as somebody that is a person that can de-escalate things, right? So you might be like, I don't know, like, I don't know what that position is where, you know, you can de-escalate something. You could probably work in crisis, intervent, like, prevent, like, I don't know. But if you're so quick to, like, fly off the handle, and that part of your shadow self is where, you know, friends and family are like, oh my God, we don't want to take Russell, we don't want to take Cynthia, because at the end of the day, you know how they're so hot-headed, and oh my God, if something goes wrong, they're going to react. So, you know, if you're caught in between one of those type of scenarios, then most likely that part of yourself, you want to kind of hide, like, you know, you fly off the handle, especially if you have a cartel or two, man or female. And so family are just like, oh my God, watch them drinking, or, you know, watch them with this and that. And you're an adult, and so you're feeling shameful. You're feeling a little bit of resentment because you're like, what the F? But then they're like, what the F? Because when you turn up, you like, what the F? And everything is what the F. But so that may be your shadow self that you're just like, you know, and in fact, you know, sometimes you're hiding it, and then people are triggering it. Like, you go to a family event and everybody's like, you know, you have a drink and everybody's on your back. Oh my God, like, are you, what's that in your cup? And you're like, and that may trigger you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, friends, it's no need for you to hide, suppress anything. Listen, if you got a problem with anger, you got a problem with anger. You know, it's ways to deal with that. If you got a problem with, you know, blowing your fuse, you know, being very temperamental, listen, at the end of the day, you don't need to hide it. In those very experiences is where you're going to extract your most wisdom and knowledge, and perhaps that's going to be the key, like I said, to a fulfilling life. Well, like Young said, the key to a fulfilling life. Anyway, friends, I got on at 7:30. I'll stay on for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to log off. But I wanted to bring another article that I came across in just like this whole thing, this whole shadow self. And so this article, friends, is from, Crystal Mitchell, and it's how to reclaim power from your shadow self. And so when I say that this is a topic where there's a depth and breadth of information, knowledge, wisdom, facts, you know, and so anyone, you know, can go, take a few hours, take a couple of days, you know, and you can really delve into this shadow self, because honestly, I feel like, you know, most of humanity are lacking that, because, you know, people are secretly suppressing so much. And so when you see people flip, and you see, like, you know, like these psycho crime people that's going out and committing all type of atrocities, perhaps, and then you look at the manifesto, and you listen to family and friends, and you see the doc, and we see the rippling effects of the red flags and where things went wrong, and where, you know, they felt alienated by classmates, or they felt overlooked by a sibling rivalry within the home, or there was divorce and I mean, there's a plethora of ways and reasons and experiences in which we all grow up, but not all of us, you know, go out and take it out on a school, or take it out on a nightclub, or a movie theater, or, you know, that type of thing. But anyway, friends, I feel like Many of us, you know, we secretly suppress it, and so we may not do that, but we may be really mean to our spouse. We may be really mean to our children. We may be like so awful to like strangers and like homeless people and like, you know, so the frustration, the rage, the anger, the, you know, all of those things, they show up in different ways depending on the person. So yeah, you have a person that may just be fed up and they go and exert their energy that way. You may just have a boss that's fed up at home and, you know, he's a supervisor and he's a prick to you every day. You know what I'm saying? And so, and animosity, anger, frustration, it all shows up in different ways depending on the situation. And so that's why it's important for us to understand our shadow selves, who we really are, and understand why we're angry, why we're frustrated, and know that, you know, listen, if we feel like, you know, we are always a quitter, if we feel like we always give up, if we feel like we're always quick to anger, whatever it is that you want to suppress, whatever part of ourselves that we feel like shit, it's not good, we don't want anybody to see, we want to hide it, it's those things that are going to lead to the most fulfilling lives. It's those experiences, it's those actions, it's all of those things that is really working for our betterment, and we don't know it, but we're looking at it like, oh my god, it's so bad. And so that's the shadow self in essence. And so I have an article here. I'm not going to read the whole article, friends, but I just want to give you a little bit more info about what this shadow self is. And so for instance, it's the pain, what I'm reading here on an article, Krista.Mitchell.com. So friends, y'all can go and look it up. Krista, Krista dash Mitchell, Mitchell.com. Yeah, you can go find it there. All right. All right. So it says, this is really, really interesting. All right. So the shadow can be misunderstood and misrepresented as our villain, but it's more closely defined as our wounded self or wounded warrior. It is a keeper of all the darker aspects and archetypes of our humanity. It's also a big part of what makes us human. You could think of your shadow as your lower frequency or lower vibe self. So friends, if you want to understand, this is how we can think of our shadow, as our lower frequency or lower vibe self, okay? This is our shadow selves. It's always going to be low frequency, lower frequency, low vibrations, all right? It's the pain, the doubts, the sorrows, the fears, the regrets, the shames, the violence, the hatred, the envy, the resentments that we carry through life. And it's largely formed in our childhood. Though we continue to add to it as adults. Some people in the spiritual community try to inauthentically bypass their shadow selves through false positivity, spiritual superiority, or an imposed loving light sentimentality. But the honest truth is that most human beings seek to bypass the shadow. That's actually part of the shadow self's defense. It wants to be in control, but it does not want to be exposed. Okay? So friends, this is the shadow self. It doesn't want to be exposed. How does our shadow self control us? Our shadow selves are exceptionally powerful because from its place of darkness, buried deep
within us, it can silently run the show. Like a puppeteer, it works on us through our subconscious, our psyche, systems of belief, including limiting beliefs. Y'all know the limiting beliefs where we tell ourselves we're not smart enough to do this, we don't have, all the resources to do that. We always make the same mistakes. Yeah, those limiting beliefs, yeah, those. The things that we tell ourselves, our choices, our actions, and emotional reactions. If it becomes exposed, it can lose this power. And it can risk losing its power because of this honest truth. It is trying to keep us safe. Let me repeat that. It is trying to keep us safe. Its sole purpose is to protect us from what harmed us or traumatized us as children. This is why I don't consider it bad. If anything, I have great compassion for the shadow self. This is not me speaking, I'm reading an article. But they say that the shadow self is something that we need to use and integrate. It's not something that we should fear, but it's something that we should work with, because when we work with it, that's when we find the yin and the yang within ourselves. That's when we find ultimate balance and harmony in our lives. And so it can't be one without the other. As much as we want to, as much as we want to just think of ourselves as like, oh, we're so good, oh, we got it all figured out, and then, all the bad parts is like locked in a box. No, it doesn't quite work that way. It has to be assessed. Everything has to be brought into the fray. And then that's how we work with it. That's how we balance it. But listen to what the article says. Those harmful or traumatic events imprint on our psyches. And as children, we believe that somehow we are at fault. In order to not experience the pain or trauma again, we form a belief that will protect us from it. Okay? So this is how our shadow self forms. And so literally it's all out of childhood trauma. Okay? One example, a child speaks out. The child is punished by the parent for speaking out. The child is wounded or traumatized by the event and believes that by speaking out, they were the cause of the trauma. So, for example, a child going through that experience, they might not want to speak up. Somebody can hurt them, harm them, but then they're so traumatized by that experience with their parent, then they're never going to want to speak up again, because they said something and mommy gave them a pow pow, and now they equate anything with speaking, it's going to be pain, and so now they shut down. And yeah. Next. So the child decides to stay quiet or even hidden within themselves, believing that in so doing they will be safe from harm going forward. What did I just say? Cut the years later, and this now adult still this now adult. The now adult is in parentheses. Child still harbors self-belief. They get passed over for promotions because they don't share their ideas. They have trouble maintaining relationships because they avoid intimacy and they don't express their feelings. But when they are encouraged to speak up and be heard or recognized, they shrink back in fear. Nothing changes, nothing gets better, and while on the surface the child feels frustrated and unfulfilled in their lives, deep down inside, the reward is feeling safe. The shadow's main operating system is belief. It creates beliefs, known as shadow beliefs, and buries them deep in our psyche. These beliefs become a part of our main operating system. So when anything perceived as potentially harmful arises, perceived being an operative word, a whole network of defenses can spring into action. And then we have these beliefs become a part of our main operating systems. So when anything perceived as potentially harmful arises, a whole network of defenses can spring into action. Denial, resistance, self-sabotage, fight or flight, rage, vagueness, indecision, procrastination, prejudice, shame, blocks or obstacles, anxiety, fear. These are all just a few of the shadow's dark angels. Okay? I'm going to leave you here, friends. Yeah. So, again, we touched into just a smidgen, just a small part of the shadow self. So perhaps this was just kind of like the intro, but tomorrow I'll go live. I don't know, maybe I'll do a video. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go live and we'll delve deeper in, because this was just an intro, if you will, friends, to the shadow self. Okay? I still have a page and a half or two of notes, handwritten notes, all right? Handwritten notes, your girl writes, all right? But anyway, shout out to everyone on the live. Thank you all for tuning in to the live. Hope that you found some of the content relevant, interesting, fun, whatever. Even if you cared less for it, it's all good. Shout out to my divine souls, my conscious ones. Y'all already know this is New Life for Evolution. We are the divine. We are the consciousness. And until next time, friends. Oh, before I go, for more videos like this, like and subscribe to my channel. All right, friends. Until next time, divine ones. Peace. Stay in the light.